the school run. My hair's not too bad. I washed it last night, straightened it this morning. But the rain this morning. Welcome to day 15, by the way. The rain this morning is like that it's really heavy but really fine rain. You just can't get away from it. I woke up at 5 feeling like death warmed up. So all plans for today are off. I'm going to rest and see if I can get my immune system to fight this off before it gets worse. I've got quite a good immune system. Considering how ill I've been over the years, my immune system otherwise is pretty robust and tends to fight things off fairly well. So I think if I get a bit of rest, I might help it along the way. So I'm going to go make a cup of tea, grab some knitting, put on some podcasts, maybe even watch a film. I just went to make a cup of tea and I found in the kitchen something I'd forgotten about that arrived yesterday, and that is my letter from my pen pal. So earlier this year, I organised via Instagram a simple snail mail swap, and people signed up for it, and then I put people in touch with each other, and do excuse the boxes and things behind me. That is a new bath panel because the original one had a fault, so we have to have it replaced. This is from John Lewis, this grey thing. That is, what do you call it? Picture mounts for the other 2 frames for my travel posters that I showed you yesterday. Where was I? Simple snail mail swap. So people got in touch and swapped postal addresses, and the idea was that the only thing you exchanged was a letter. No extras, nothing like that, no pressure, just a simple letter, the simple snail mail swap. And it was really, really good. And we all really enjoyed it, and a lot of the people that were in touch then as their swap partners are still writing now, and I'm still writing to mine. So this is from Anna. She is my pen pal. We've been exchanging letters all year, and it feels nice and thick, so I'm really looking forward to reading it. But I'd like to do that again because I really enjoyed it, and I know everybody else did too, really enjoyed. It was open to everyone all over the world. And you had if you were signing up for it, you had to be willing to exchange with anyone, anywhere, and it was really, really nice. So I'd like to do that again, but maybe I could do that again via the podcast rather than Instagram, because I know not everybody's on Instagram. I'm certainly not on there a lot at the moment because my focus is here doing Vlogtober. I don't have time for everything. But yeah, so maybe that would be good. So let me know if you are interested, if you would like to do that. I'm not sure how that would work via YouTube because there's an extra element there, isn't it? So via Instagram, I could just pair people up and then tag them in their pairs. And then they could get in touch via private messages on Instagram. On YouTube, obviously everyone's got different usernames. It's not as easy to contact people. So you would have to have email addresses, and that adds an extra element of complication. I'm not sure how it would work. I'll have to have a little think. Anyway, I'm going to make my tea now and sit down and read my letter. Hello, I'm feeling hideous. I've just had some soup and I was filming myself making it, and I realised I was having white bread with it, and that might look to a lot of people like quite an unhealthy option, but I have a J pouch, So my plumbing is a bit different, and when I'm ill, I need to eat things that are easily digestible, and white bread is incredibly easy for me to digest, and it also creates, in the same way that, say, plain digestive biscuits and white pasta do, it creates a kind of stodge. It's stodgy and it's easy to digest, which means my pouch is happier when I'm not very well. I'm not going to go into any more detail than that. Believe me, you don't want to know. I'm just looking at my favourite jeans top, because so many of you very helpfully replied to my video from the day before yesterday when I was talking about my favourite jeans top, where when I put it on, the armholes were too tight. And a lot of you have given so many good suggestions. So I'm just going to flip the camera around and show you. Right, here it is. So here's the, you can see it really obviously actually when it's on the floor. This is the top, this is the neckband here. This is the space that forms the armhole. So you can see how small that space is. There's my hand. And a lot of you have suggested adding some height here to kind of drop that area down. And actually, I think that could work. And a couple of other people suggested creating a gusset here. But I didn't quite understand how that plays with my tiny little mind a bit more than just adding some rows at the top. So I'm going to have a little experiment and see what I can come up with and see if it solves it. I'm not sure if I've got the brain space today though. So, rather annoyingly, yesterday I looked out all of my exercise DVDs. I was going to show you. I've never done this one. I remember, I think I tried it once and it was just like very hard. But I love Davina. These are my Davina DVDs. I love all of these because, as you can see, they're just quick ones. 5-minute ones, 7-minute ones. I think these are a bit longer, the 30-day ones. I can't remember, I haven't done that one in a while. And I was going to whip those out and start having a go, but I'm just in no state for exercise. So I'm going to return to the sofa. I went for it and I tried to make some amendments. Okay, so I'm going to need to add some more, but I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? Hang on. Aha, okay. So you can see it's quite messy here. I don't like that, where I picked up the stitches there. So I'm going to go back and do something about that because it just looks rubbish. And all I've done here is add 3 rows of half double crochet, or that's the American term anyway. It's I'm just holding it together with progress keepers here. It's still really pulling, so I am going to need to add more height, at least another 3 rows I would say, before it's going to be comfortable, or maybe 2 or 3 rows. Yeah, but the stitches at the back picked up really well, but this one just looks pants. Oh, what to do about this bit? Back to the drawing board. Attempt are we on now? 3, I think. It's a bit more comfortable. It still feels a bit snug, but there's a lot of room. Obviously, I am going to have to adjust the sleeves, which I've built to fit in this bit. So that's my next thing. But I think I've tidied up this. I've got to do a bit of end weaving in and stitching. Yeah, so I've got to do a bit of end weaving in and stitching here just to neaten it up a bit. And I want to do a finishing line along the top to kind of pull it in a bit, but I'll do that once I've set in the sleeves. Yeah, so I'm getting there. I've just got to work out the sleeve situation next and neaten this up. But the armholes are now fitting. Just got a bit more work to do. Right, I'm just back from the school run. It's about 3:45. I'm just filling up the sink with water. Lydia's been to school today, but she's not feeling quite up to going to trampolining. Phoebe is going to trampolining. And Dan and I, while she's at trampolining, are going to parents' evening to meet with Phoebe's teacher. But I'm feeling really rough. So Phoebe and I are going to go and refill the bird feeder and then get ready. And I'm going to sign off for the day because I want to get this vlog edited and uploaded early so I can have a really early night. So I will see you again tomorrow for hopefully a slightly less snotty day 16. See you tomorrow.